How are we doing, future Joshua? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. So, okay, I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Oh. There we go. Hello, friends. Hello. I hope you've had a wonderful day today. My day has been quite good. It's been quite good. We are playing something that we haven't played on stream before. I played a little bit of it, I think, on my old Xbox. But I haven't played it. I've now got all the DLCs for this game. We'll see. We'll see. But I remember quite enjoying it. Hang on, I've got a cable. There we go. There we go. But what I'm going to try and... So for anyone that doesn't know this game, you kind of play as someone from history, right? But what you can also do is you can interact with anyone in the entire world. I'm pretty sure it's the whole world, right? Don't know if America and South America are in it. But every single part of every single country is controlled by different people who all have their own agendas and schemes and plots. And it's really, really cool. It sounds kind of boring, but it is quite cool. But what I think I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try and make me, right? If I was like a time traveler, and I got sent to the past, if there was like a hot tub time machine scenario, oh no, we don't want to start. We want to start as far back as possible because that gives us more time. So you basically, you play as your character, but then you play as their descendants, and then you play as their descendants. So it's more about like building a empire, building like a dynasty, more than like a specific dude that you are then playing as for the whole thing. But I know the character creation thing is super deep. For a strategy game where you don't often see your character, it's pretty good. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. It's fairly self-explanatory, honestly. But first of all, we have to make our character, and I'm gonna see if I can remember. So to be eligible for achievements, you have to have Iron Man on, which means you can't save and then reload. So every decision, every roll of the dice, I can see now this wasn't here before. There was not the bubonic plague in the game when I played this last. But there's such depth to every single aspect of this game. And last night was super spooky. So I not that I want to play something where I don't have to think, because I very much will have to think. But I want to be like, I don't know, engaging a part of my brain that isn't the fight or flight response. So what I think I'm going to try, right? Because I thought about this. It would make sense, right? Obviously, I am British, which is here, if you don't know where that is. More than that, I am English, so that's England. Not that. Sorry, Wales. That's Wales. I am right about here, right? In fact, I'm pretty sure Winchester is the capital city of Wessex right now, which is where I was born. So it would make sense to like start there. But I'm not going to do that because I am playing as like a culmination of when I did my DNA. So I'm like 35% like Scandinavian, so Vikings. And then I'm something like 30% from here, which is where Normandy will end up being when that gets made. And then like I got some Scottish in me. I'm like 10% Scottish. I got a little bit of Irish, I think. And then nothing more exotic than like there. But so my thinking is that I mean, this is like delusions of grandeur 101. We start England, which for anyone that isn't up on their British history, England is England mainly because of two people, I would say. The first is this dude who will become King Alfred the Great, who kind of united all of these individual kingdoms. And then William the Conqueror, who came from Normandy, who then conquered it all and brought French customs, which mixed with the Anglo-Saxon customs and the Viking customs coming from up here and the people from over here, and made England. So to do that, we have to make Normandy, which is here. And Normandy is made by Vikings that settled along here, right? For anyone that's seen the show Vikings, the dude called Rollo, I think, who actually, that's a weird coincidence, he voiced our protagonist in Space Marine. But yeah, so I'm not that I'm like directly related to any of those people, but they're all like generally my ancestors were those people. So we're going to try and do that, I guess, which might end up mean that in about 200 years we end up at war with William the Conqueror, because he'll be trying to conquer us, I guess. But so for now, in order to make English as a culture, because I've looked into this to make sure that we start this right. Sorry, this is getting a bit lectury. So if we start here and we say we unite all of these kingdoms, we conquer Wales and here, then we can make, I think it's Britannia, or I think it might just all be like named Wessex or Mercia or whatever. But to make actual English, we have to be Norman and then come over and settle. We have to pull a William the Conqueror. So I don't know if that means we're going to end up like at war with the Anglo-Saxons. The cool thing about this game is you are just one person. There's thousands of other rulers and nobles and whatever, all interacting and intersecting, and it's like random encounters all the time. To me, it feels about as close to playing D&D as I've ever been. Okay, enough. I think, so we're going to start here. We could start as, we could make our custom character instead of them. But I feel like that's a bit cheaty, right? That would be the same as if we started as, oh, we'll start as king of all of this. We're trying to go like right from the beginning. So rather than go for the one that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I am super tempted to go for the single, like this is the smallest amount of space that we can possibly start the game with. And that, I mean, I don't know how that's pronounced, but I'm going to go with O, which sounds pretty cool. So I vote we take over this one and make our character here. Hello, hello, hello. Is this after the Romans? This is, I don't know exactly when the Romans ended, but yeah, this is a couple of 100 years at least. This is like early medieval rather than late ancient. Here we go. Hang on. I will get to chat in a second. I just need to make sure that I've got all this set right. Right, achievements available. Not gonna touch any of the settings because I don't really know what I'm messing with. But create. Here we go. Isn't Britannia the whole with Ireland? You may well be right. Honestly, I do not know. I think this is set up right, that we should now be able to form England. We will see. I mean, we gotta make him bi, right? Purely because it means we can seduce anyone. Like purely from a gameplay perspective, we gotta be able to seduce any king or any queen. Right, and we need to set up, where's like the absolute most basic? Or we can give, okay, so we're not playing it like The Sims where we're giving him like a family, and we're gonna deal with all of that when we start. We're gonna make him as young as is physically possible so that we can like mold him. Which sounds maybe a little bit creepy. But that's sort of the whole point of the game. Anatomy. So this, I suppose, is also going to set the precedent for what our children will start looking like. So if we give them all like, I don't know, a nose the size of their head, then we'll be able to recognize anyone like related to us. Head height. We could make him look kind of alien-y so that we always know who's who. Oh crumbs, this is... I thought this was going to be quite in-depth. I didn't realise it was going to be really in-depth. Well, we got to make him tall. Because my family are tall. He looks kind of shredded, which we got to change that. I don't know where the jacked meter is. I think we're... How do we go? Because the main thing is the... Here we go. Oh no, that's the name. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Ethnicity feels a bit loaded, so maybe we don't touch that. This one though, this one we are gonna do. So we are gonna make him a some kind of Viking that has settled here. Would that be that one? Do we make him Norse? That's like just... Is that racist? If I say generic Viking? I feel like Norse is more of a blanket term than like Swedish or whatever it might be. So I don't know, I guess that one. Religion, I mean... Can we go none? Geez, this is hella in depth. So, like I said, everything about this game is super in depth. And I am playing this from a perspective of someone like that knows this kind of area. You can play it like the Middle East stuff. You can play like I think it's centered around Europe, but you can go... I don't think there's South America and North America. I don't know if there's Australia, but I'm pretty sure there's everywhere else. So there's all the people from history. It's like a Marvel movie. I don't know, what do we go for? Do we go for the one that's north? Gruesome festivals. Maybe do we just stick with the default? They have really cool logos, whatever they are. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. Or do we just press B and leave it? Okay, I think that's what it was set on. I'm not going to touch it. Right. Appearance. So, I mean, he's kind of tanned. He looks like some kind of male model. I love the flowing blonde locks, though. Did we? Yeah, we did that. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's so many things for us to do. Ooh, that's not a good look. Okay, I mean that's a bit Eddie Vedder. That's a bit Kurt Cobain. Jeez. I mean, that's me when I shampoo. We've got Skyrim style options. Yeah, that's the one we started with, right? That one's cool. I mean, yeah, now we're going into appropriation territory. Yeah, definitely not going for dreads. I vote that one, for now at least. I'm pretty sure we can change all this. I'm just making sure because this is, like I said, it's going to set the precedent for like what all of our children are going to look like. You didn't hear that. I said, oh, it's just the Blair Witch. I don't know, folks. I mean, I could probably do all of this off stream, to be honest. I didn't know how long it was going to take us to make a character. I really didn't expect it to be this. I mean, this is like RPG level character creation. Don't get me wrong, I am very happy about that. I think it's super cool. I love a good character creator, especially one that gives long hair options. But I didn't realize it was gonna. I mean, this stuff, the traits and everything, that we will do. Yeah. Okay, let me swap this over. Give me like 10 minutes, and I'll have this set. Fingers crossed. Are we back? Okay, so that took a lot longer than expected. But if you look at, it says customization points 400, then it says achievements limit 400. It has taken me, what was that, about 45 minutes trying to get as many good things as possible without going over the limit and like taking off stuff and but we are finally ready to start. We are starting as a child because then we get to play the character for longer. And the first one I feel like is going to be quite important. We need to set, especially because we're starting with a single county. So basically we're starting with one city, like the absolute minimum. Okay. And I've called him, it's my surname. And then I've done what I normally do. If I'm playing something kind of vaguely medieval or fantasy or really any RPG, and I am calling the character Joshua, then I don't know, I feel like it's a bit more medieval. So we've swapped a letter to make it ye olde. But I think we're good to go. At long last. Yeah, we are a... Right. We are Norse, which means we can start Norman, which means we can start English. Oh, as well, we got to design a flag, right? Or a sigil, whatever you want to call it. And I tried to recreate my first tattoo. I think I did a somewhat decent job. If you know what my first tattoo is, if you've seen it, or if I've shown you before, then maybe you get that. Otherwise, it just, I don't know, it looks like it's been randomized. Again, though, there was a surprising amount of depth to the... not the character creator, the flag creator, whatever you want to call it. Right. We are good to start then, I think. Yep. So, I think I mentioned this. We are playing on Iron Man mode in order to be eligible for achievements, which means no manual saving, no reloading, no nothing. We get no second chances. So, I mean, we look very alone here. Especially, I didn't realise that... so we are in the Kingdom of West Francia right now. We're here, this tiny little one place. But our whole area is controlled by one dude. So he is going to want to take us over. That's probably going to be the first thing we have to deal with. We are not related to him. We have no family connections or anything, so he is good to just attack us at any point and conquer the whole of his what is that, a duchy? I'm not sure. Is he a duke? Oh, count. Okay. So right, let me see if I can remember how. So we have our council, which is we have a religious person, a steward, so that's money, a chancellor, which is diplomacy, the marshal, which is the person in charge of the army, and the spy master, possibly the most interesting one, who is in charge of spying and schemes and plots and all of that stuff. You can see here, this is our liege, his council. So if we were an adult, we could potentially be one of those roles in his court. What do we have here? Okay, we have a temple that we don't control, and we have a cut. So we are starting this game literally with a single castle. We don't even have a city. So this is not super promising. We are, I'm sure, gonna have to. I mean, we can have. Okay. So right now we need someone to be tutoring us because we're a child, right? And who we choose will affect our education. Now, I mentioned this dude in the half hour or so that we did earlier. I think right now he is here. Yeah. Earl Alfred. He right now is a relatively unimportant member of the Wessex court. Just in charge of Dorset and Somerset here. I think the king is his uncle, if I'm remembering right. So he's not like next in line. But he will become King Alfred the Great. Now, when I say that, in real life, he becomes King Alfred the Great. In this, now the game has started, everything could go completely differently. Because the uncle could not die. Someone could assassinate Alfred. So many things. So nothing is set in stone now. We have... Okay, so this is the world that we're playing with. We have... okay, so it's maybe a bit smaller than I thought. We have... like the north half of Africa. We have India and Asia. Yeah, so I guess it's kind of focused on Europe. But every single one of these countries is run by people with their own agendas. So if we go like right, let's go for India, right? So the Maharaja something. But then down here, there's these exactly like where we are. And all of these people have schemes and plots plots and sneaky shit that they're trying to do constantly. So everything could very quickly change. For right now, though, that is the dude that is going to become King Alfred the Great. So I feel like if we went to the king and said, "Hello, sir, can you please be our teacher?" he's not super likely to accept. But if we could get in with the future King of Wessex, that would maybe give us an ally, which would be very good. So, can we... Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, crumbs, I got the wrong one on. Hang on. Okay, yeah, that's supposed to be this one. I was like, chat isn't supposed to be coming up there. And if it's coming up there, that means it's all wrong. Okay. And we're back. Okay. I don't know as well. This is my first time streaming this game. So I don't know how Xbox is handling it. I feel like it's not super intense. So it should be kind of stable, I'm hoping. Making him or someone in his court the guard. Yes, that's what we want to do. We are offering ourselves up. So he's a... Yeah, if we could get in with him, that would be really good. We don't want to convert culture, because if we're trying to make English, we have to make Norman first and then conquer the Anglo-Saxons and then mingle with them. So for now, I guess that would be a start, right? That's something that's going to go in the background. For right now, we need to start filling out our court. So let's look at the levels of these people. So we've got a bishop. The bishop hates us, but he's 77 years old, and the year is 867. So I think we might end up with a new bishop fairly soon. We have a really good steward. That's good. They have 17 stewardship. And he doesn't like us, but he doesn't hate us. So he's good. We can maybe see if we can get a wife for him. We've got Arnoul, the diplomat, who's not great, but we need a decent spy master as well, because I feel like we're a 3-year-old ruler of the one county not controlled by that fella, who's in charge of the army for the whole of West Francia. So we're going to need someone to stop us being assassinated, and we're probably going to need someone that can lead the army, because, we're 3 years old. We're not going to be leading any armies anytime soon. So this is... I think we've just started with... you start with, one person to fill each role. But we can start filling out our court when we start marrying people off, and when we start making dollar and we can hire some people. all that jazz. Okay, so there's no one else better at fighting than Adrian. So I think we're stuck with Adrian. What could we do? What could we do? Okay, so a lot of this has changed since I have played this. I played, I don't know, 5 hours maybe, at least a year ago. So I kind of remember the basics. I don't super remember anything else. I know right now we only have 69 gold. And we're not going to be making much. We don't even have a city. There's a temple that we don't own. All we have is a single solitary castle. So we are not going to be making money for a long time. So all this stuff like hire a doctor, invite knights to your... We can't afford any of that. So we're going to have to use sex appeal to entice people to our court. So I think women can be spy masters and a chancellor. I don't know that they can be a steward or a marshal. At least not... You have an option. You can like change the laws and stuff. And you can like you can change the gender roles and all that stuff. Everything you can change in this. That guy will get to be a knight as well. What about Raoul? 9. See, he's not doing anything. So we could marry him to a really smart lady and then make the lady the court doctor. Again, we're completely relying on sex appeal here. Bernard the villain. That's not good. We can get him a wife as well. We'll get all of these people wives. We'll have some kind of dating event and just marry all our people. How do we say that? Tiabo, who's 54. So he's not going to be able to be a knight for much longer. And he's only got 1 prowess. I think we have more than that, and we're a 3-year-old child. Oh, gosh. Right, so we can... Let's get someone to be... Okay. Let me think. Let's go for... I vote, shall we... Is it a bad idea if we marry our current spy master to a really sneaky lady? Are they going to try and seize power? So that feels like maybe something that they could do. Oh. Just our courtier. No, we want other people. How do we marry... I mean, I don't think we're concerned about them having kids right now. No, okay, this is not good. I don't know why it's just people from our court. We want to entice people. Yeah, they're all... Oh, sugar, okay. There goes the sex appeal plan. In that case... I trying to arrange a marriage in our court. We're trying to find a spouse. Or is that the same thing? What's the difference between find a spouse and arrange marriage? It's the same 5 people. So does it really matter what it's called? It's going to be arranged regardless, I'm afraid. We need to get some good people, so it's definitely going to be arranged, I'm afraid. Find a spouse as a 3-year-old. Could get... 800 troops. That would be nice. Little concerned, she's 47 and we are 3. That seems a little unethical. Thing is, normally I would get the game going, but I know you only get to be right at the start with the game paused once. So we need to kind of set everything up beforehand. Which, again, this is really not going to be the most entertaining stream, I'm afraid. Honestly, most of it's been the character creation. We could... Legitimacy. What's this? Representation of your right to rule. Okay. Press Y to open the character menu. In advanced tooltips mode. Okay. So let's have a look at what this one. Aspiring ruler and short reign. I mean, we haven't even done a single day yet, so I guess that's pretty fair. What? Where's... Okay. Why do we want to host a funeral? We have no relatives. We definitely don't want to do that. Strengthen bloodline. I think we can do this one. You gain a legitimizing legend seed. Basis of a legend, and by founding them... Okay. This is, I want to say, one of the DLCs? I don't know. Becoming a king or an emperor, that would be quite nice. I wouldn't say no. Has a gold cost. Yeah, we don't want a gold cost. We will do that now, though, because I don't know if we can do that later. For generations, our dynasty has been known for the strength of its blood, vigor, beauty, and intellect. Are all No, that is not the case. My own excellence only confirms this. All of our dynasty's best qualities in one perfect individual. Bear in mind, again, this is a 3-year-old. But, I mean, we've done it. You are now known as the Blood Father. Again, 3 years old. Search for a physician, we are going to need. Search for a wet nurse, I guess. There's so many menus. I swear there's even more menus than there was when I played this. Our court. Here, yeah, here we go. If we have any random people, like, who's this? Can we find her a spouse? That's a 75-year-old Italian man who, granted, is actually quite a good diplomat. So that would not be terrible. 16 diplomacy. I mean, Arnold is not going to be happy, but to a certain extent, Arnold can go fuck himself. What about Achievy? Who does Achievy want to marry? No, just Martin again. Okay. Okay, we should be back. Okay, so I think this is because we're not starting as a ruler that's already a person, right? That's been doing it for a while. So no one really wants to come here yet, which I guess is fairly realistic. So I don't know that we're going to have a lot of choice here. What about... Okay, so we have... This feels really immoral. We have 5 female courtiers. Can we marry... Okay, so I think the only option is this 75-year-old Italian man who, for some reason, is the only person in the entire world willing to come here. So we could... I mean, we could marry... I think our only option is that one of them bites the bullet and marries Martin. And then he can be... 16 diplomacy is quite good. So which female courtier has the best diplomacy is, I guess, how we'll work this out. Unless we have a volunteer, which I somehow doubt. Gender. Okay. 5 diplomacy, 5, 10 diplomacy. Ooh, 10 diplomacy is very good. We can't... I don't think we can have a... Yeah, we can't have a female diplomat. Can't have a female steward. I think we can have a female spy master. Yeah. And I think you can get them, if you change the laws and stuff. But you can also, there's people that are like independent rulers, and if there's no sons and like the daughter takes over, then they are classed as they're just classed as a ruler, right? So it is possible to have female people in those roles. But for right now, I guess this is the patriarchy in action, right? Unfortunately. Right, Bernard, you're good. I think we're gonna get rid of this fella. So he could become our new marshal. So he's got the same marshal as that dude. Whereas that guy has a load of learning. Ooh, okay, a plan is beginning to form. We could make that dude into our doctor. We can make that dude into... yeah. Okay. And this is what I'm talking... Like, that would piss both of them off. But because we haven't started the time yet, we are good to do all of this beforehand. So that dude is now... Thing is, he's a good knight, so... Thibaut... I feel like for the sake of equality, The one role that can be given to a lady, we probably should. She might be a good doctor. 14 learning is pretty good. Bernard, you're good. Denise and Mafalda aren't great. Right, I reckon, how do we get... I think that somewhere there's a more easily accessible thing to bring up our court. For now, I think what we're gonna do... Let's marry... her to the old Italian man. The one person willing to come to our tiny little piece of the world. Matrilineal so that he will come to us. He will become our diplomat. So we're going to do that. We're going to have Adrian. Adrian will be happy because he can be our knight. It's if he wasn't anything, he'd be annoyed. What we could do... Oh, gosh. Hello. Right now, we are starting. The only thing we have to our name is this castle. On the northern shores of what will become France. Eventually, my aim is to see if we can make England. Which means right now we are stuck here. Everyone here hates us. And this dude, our liege, is eyeing up. He has all of this, and the only thing he doesn't control is this one castle being run by a 3-year-old child. So, he is definitely going to make a move at some point. Right, Arnold is the best we're going to get. Adrian, we don't really need you, I'm afraid. So we'll no, we don't want to dismiss you. We just want to fire you. Revoke. Okay, that's going to piss him off, but... Arnold... Or Adrian. Arnold is good at nothing else, I don't think. Yeah. So he can be that. Adrian can become our thinker, our healer, and a knight. Or do we... Oh, I don't know. He has 18 learning, which is pretty impressive. How do we look at the... There's definitely a better way of looking at this. I don't know exactly where it is. Nope. Nope. Who was the clever Heloise with 14 learning? Long and knobbly. Well, I think, again, for the sake of equality, we should probably make, if the two roles that can be female, the spy master and the court doctor person, can't think of what they call them now. We should make them. And until we can like change the gender laws, which I think is going to be quite a way off. Oh God, I'm getting confused now. How do we go back to? There's so many more menus than when I played this before. This is so much more confusing. You. Let's make you. There's no one else for you to marry. So, would you like to be? I thought we could make anyone the doctor. Don't want to invite knights. Don't have a royal court. Where's the normal court? Oh, this is so confuzzling. Physician, that's it. We don't want a spouse because again we are 3 years old. Is it here? Court positions. What's that? Specialized roles. Oh yeah, okay, that's what we're looking for then. This does not look like how I remember it though. I thought this was in a whole different menu. Yeah, we can't afford any of this. Court physician though, we need. Again, especially as a 3-year-old. Feel like we probably need that. Right, so we can go for Adrian. Hello. Oh, yes, see, she's okay. In that case, I reckon we go with Adrian. And worst case scenario, if we need to get rid of him, he's a knight. So we could send him to battle all by himself. And he's 16, which is young, so he will learn and get better, hopefully. Let's do it. Hopefully that takes away the fact that we took away him being the diplomat. Regular duties, plagues, geez. Yeah, all of this is new. Caravan master, court tutor. Oh, is that, I mean, does that work for us? All children at court. Well, are we at court or are we over with the dude? That dude that's teaching us. I don't know. Well, I think we're probably time we can start, right? So There we go. 1 day down. Here we go. To the handsome Jeshua, I would be happy to educate you. Okay. So that's good. He is now teaching us, I guess. I don't know if that means that we are over there. So does that mean that having a court tutor would have no effect? I don't know. Nope, not that one. What's that? Legitimacy. Okay, right, let's make... Our diplomat is now going to be... Is he here? Where's Martin, the old fella? Or is he not accepted yet? Wait, we did send the marriage proposal, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Right, Martin, our new diplomat. Wonderful. Plagues are a bitch, I can only imagine. There was definitely not the Black Plague when I played this before. So I am super hyped to see that. Also super terrified. I'm tempted to swap. We could kind of get rid of him and swap him for the sneaky lady. Because she's only 19, so she's got a lot of time to improve. That dude's 54. And again, we're rocking it in the year 867. So like our 77-year-old bishop, I don't think we need to worry about them for too much longer. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think we need to get a wet nurse because we're like a infant, and we need to get a court tutor. You are a child, yes, we are. So what do we... Okay. Nobody at court is a promising wet nurse. What about a court tutor? Oh, we got a couple for this one. We could go Adrian, but he's already a knight and a court physician. Heloise is nothing. So we could maybe go with her. Yeah. Who'd have thought, right? I get the feeling people are going to be like super racist in this game. So if we want to, like, we're not going to play that way. Let's go. I think our only choice right now is her. And we need a wet nurse, but I don't know that we can... Because a wet nurse, that's like breastfeeding, right? And if these people flat out are not breastfeeding, like that shit's not going to work. I think that's what a wet nurse is. I'm not entirely sure. We can see all of these people we can marry to people from not our castle who have good prowess, so they'll be good knights. knights or like other skills, and they can be part of the court. Or just have really good like genes, and we can like make them marry them and then have super babies. 6, yeah. So there's still no new people. An introduction to legitimacy. I think we did that one. Few knights, and you can station a man-at-arms regiment. Okay. I think that might save us some money, so that's worth doing. We've already forgotten something. I forgot to set these people to do stuff. So I think right now the best thing he can do is train commanders. Hopefully come across a promising knight for us. The spy master, I mean, I'm tempted to do it in our own court to find out, see who we can trust. But also, I'm very conscious that we are a 3-year-old child, and I'm sure we're going to be under attack very, very, very flippin' soon. So I don't know. Might leave him on disrupting schemes. Foreign affairs, I guess. Collect taxes. I mean, we could get him to change the culture to Norse, which is what we are right now, until we become Norman. That's maybe a good shot. That dude, the bishop, I don't know. We're not going to have money or soldiers to go for war, even if we had a claim right now. So what else have we got to do? Oh, we need to choose. I don't see. I'm tempted to go for money, because money is always going to be important. Learning would be cool, but I don't know how vital it is. And the same with diplomacy. It would be really nice to make some alliances and some friends and stuff. But I think the main things are like making sure we don't get assassinated or plotted against, making sure we don't get killed by an army, and making sure we don't get killed because we ran out of money. I think we'll go money, because like I said, the army, that's only going to be good when we're actually fighting. That's only going to be good when we're actively trying to fuck people over or stop someone fucking us over. Money is going to be good, like, regardless of what we are doing. So I'm leaning towards capitalism mode, which I never thought I would say. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking so far. I wish we had a better marshal and a spy master, but I think, I mean, we got nice sea views, I guess. I would imagine there's seagulls. What's really cool is this is exactly the period of history that I'm like super interested in. I love me some ancient Rome and ancient Greece, but I'm a medieval boy. I don't know if it's because like Portsmouth. Boo, Portsmouth. Okay, so oh my god. Okay, so Southampton is I don't live in the city of Southampton, but Southampton is my nearest city. My nearest hospital is Southampton. I am under the Southampton mental health team, for example. So this is awesome. Like, I was born in Winchester. I live in Southampton. Portsmouth has the rivalry with Southampton, but that's only like 45 minutes away. Christchurch. That's where people go on their holidays, to the seaside. Then we got the Isle of Wight here. Yep. Oh, see, the Isle of Wight, that will be very good, because it's surrounded by water. So that would be hella defensible, I would imagine. So I am super pumped for if we make it that far, that we are kind of crossing the channel. And oh my god, that would be so cool. But this game, like, there's everything we're doing is happening everywhere else simultaneously in all of these places. And we can go there, we can interact with them, we can forge alliances and marriages and peace pacts and all sorts. We can do military we can like create our armies and our supply lines and all that kind of stuff. I'm excited about the social aspect of it. I know it's gonna kind of suck until we're an adult, then we can start doing stuff. But I remember it being really fun. Like, there's constant random encounters and tournaments and crusades and like so much stuff. And that was when they only had one DLC for this game. When I got them all and installed them day before yesterday, there's something crazy like 12. So there's going to be even more to this than I remember. The annoying thing that we're on Iron Man mode. So I feel like right now would be really good time to save the game. But I can't do that. Caravan Master. I don't know how important that is. Search for a wet nurse. That is important, though. I don't know what factors make... Let me just check that is what I think it is. Oh, see, here it says a caretaker. I thought a wet nurse was like another mother that like breastfed fancy posh kids whose mum was like too posh to have her boob sucked. I don't know. So, I mean, that will be good to have. Reduces chance for illnesses and child development events. That would be good. But I don't know what stat determines whether they're good at that. Oh, it's their health, whether they have children, and whether they're loyal. So, hang on. Does that mean what I think it means? Yeah, I thought so. A wet nurse is a woman who breastfeeds and cares for another person's child. A practice historically used when a mother was unable, unwilling, or deceased. Common for centuries, particularly among the nobility or when mothers died in childbirth, wet nurses provided essential nutrition before the 19th century invention of feeding bottles. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm glad that I didn't imagine that, because that would be a bit of an odd thing to imagine. I should say as well, thank you. We've had 2 new followers tonight here on Twitch. And I don't think I've said, I don't think I've done a little hooray. So, thank you very much to Pastor Puffin, who's been in chat, who I think has also played this game. I also want to say hello and thank you to, I'm going to mess this up, Koopa Cabraca Kupu. I am very sorry about completely butchering that. But I hope you've had a wonderful day. And thank you so much. Especially because this is my first time playing this game on stream. Not that I base what I play on what gets picked up by the algorithm or what gets raids and followers and all that stuff. But it's always nice to know. Okay, so right. I mean, I feel like all tonight's has been kind of setting us up to start the game properly. I know we're not really going to start properly until we become an adult. That's when everything will kind of open up gameplay-wise. But I feel like we've made our character. Granted, I did most of that off screen because it was hella tedious. But we've got our council for now. We've figured out where we are. See, we should probably be cozying up to this dude, Renaud, or Reynaud. They're all going to be French names around here, aren't they? That's not going to be great. But we should probably cozy up to Reynaud. Renaud. That's probably how that's pronounced. So we could get... How do we, like... How do we charm people? Do we have to be an adult, or can we send one of our people? I mean, don't send the army fella. That's not the vibe we want to give off. I mean, I guess it kind of is. What else have we got here? We've got our physician, we've got our tutor. We need a wet nurse. I don't know, do we just pick someone? I kind of feel like waiting until we can marry the rest of our court. And then one of those people will probably be better than poor. Right now, I think, yeah. I think this is just because if we've only actually gone through 7 days. Probably spend some more time with time actually passing. How's that? That was another week. Is that long enough? Are we a legitimate ruler now? Probably not, right? Probably takes longer than a week. But you never know. 4. Oh, no, Denise. She is from our court. For a split second, I thought that was a new person. Thibaut? No, Thibaut's not up for it. What about you, Arnold? 4. Nope. Okay. See, I know right now I could marry... I think we got 3 men and 3 women. We could marry them to each other so that they can start having kids. But I think I'll hold off. And then when we can start inviting people to court to get married, we can then start picking people that are like... They have a really good stat or a really good... trait or something like that, rather than just doing it now for the sake of it. I mean, a month, is that long enough? Again, probably not. It's probably years, because I have this on the slowest speed. Okay, that's been... We'll leave it until it's been a month, and then we'll have a look. Here we go. Right. Arnold. Are you... No, he's not up for it. What about Bernard? Nope. I don't know why this is happening. I mean, I think I know why this is happening. That's all our... Yeah, okay. I mean, we've only got 70 gold. I think it costs 50 to look for people. And then we'd have to have the money to hire them as well. So if we did that... Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see what Dr. Google says, shall we? How long until I can marry outside of my own court? Well, apparently there's there's a character finder somewhere else, which maybe we could use that. I don't know. Here we character finder. Here we go. So inside our diplomatic range, right? Yes. So inside relation. Not in our realm. It can be anywhere, as long as they're in diplomatic range. Right. Can we do it this way? Unmarried and not in prison. Is that going to do anything? Zakiria. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, no. Will not accept. Oh, so I reckon it's because no one will accept. They think it's a demotion coming from wherever they're coming from to our court. Which, again, right now it's a single castle with less than 10 people in it. Not great. Yeah, I don't think... What if we go... Yeah, they don't have to be in our realm, but they have to be in diplomatic range. That's the only thing. And there's nobody. Not good. Not good. What about, how's it going for this fella? Our tutor. The current king still has no children, which is good. That means that he is still probably going to take over. Which instantly, when that happens, we're going to go from being tutored by a guy. Right now, we have one county, right? Right now, Alfred has 2 counties. He's going to go from that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 15, including London and Winchester, the 2 capitals. So at that point, I think he probably wouldn't accept us as a tutee, a student, whatever it's called. But he would do it then. So I'm hoping we can grease that friendship and milk it for all it's worth. Because he right now would be our only ally. Maybe, I mean, I'm going way in advance now, because again, we are still a 3-year-old child. If he ended up king of Wessex, and he ended up having children, probably wouldn't marry off his first daughter, but we could maybe get daughter number 2, which would give us some claims to something over here. But it would also give us a bunch of legitimacy, which is, I think, the thing that's stopping us from inviting people to our court. Annoyingly. Still not sure why the funeral option is there. Can't do any other activities except host a funeral when we have no family and we've nobody's died. Don't overthink it, Joshua. Don't overthink it. I mean, all our council hates us right now, which is really not the best. We could... Yeah, so this is what we're going to have to do before we go to England to make English. We will have to establish the Norman culture, which is, this is all the shit that my ancestors were doing. They were Vikings and then they came to here and started Normandy. But to do that, we're going to have to take over from that dude somehow. Who also has no children. This dude, the Duke of all of this, he does have children. Maybe could we befriend one of those? That seems like it could be promising. Can we marry new people? Nope. What about Bernard? Bernard's a catch. He's got 17 stewardship. This is going to be a rich man. He can buy all the chicken legs and soup. I don't know. All the firewood you might need. Yeah, see, right now nothing's really happening, but I don't want to just keep the time going and like increase the speed, because things so quickly are going to become overwhelming. Still can't find any of them. Right, let's check. Let's check what does this do. Gothic Kings. Oh, hell yes. Oh, okay, it means Goths as in... I mean, that would be super cool to be known as King of the Goths. Like, hell yes. Hell yes. So we need to be at least 12, and we need to have at least 200 gold, which we do not have. This is all new. This is, I think, another DLC. Legend seeds can be earned by fulfilling some criteria, like being the heir of Charlemagne, or by performing legendary deeds, major decisions, winning a great holy war, becoming a king or emperor, organizing a grand activity, hunting a legendary animal, etc. Inactive ones have no cost, but have no... Okay. So it's like another optional bonus that we can get if we have the gold to pull it off. Which we do not right now. We do not. Okay. I guess we just leave it going for a bit. Shall we do another month? Oh. Here we go. My Marshal Arnaud has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be of as noble stock as you, my liege, but on my name I swear that Enguerrand is someone you would want on your side. I mean, he's probably better than anyone we have right now. He's a better marshal than Arnold is. Tough soldier, blade master. Irritable and lustful and arrogant. But, I mean, hell yeah, my dude. You can definitely come join our... Heck yes. Well, that's a decent knight, I would imagine, at the very least. How do we... Where's knights? Here we go. Oh yeah, Ongarand with 16. Bloody hell, mate. I mean, he hates our guts, but so does everyone else right now. Oh, here we go, here we go. So we can now marry people to people that aren't already here. So this is now where we can start making some moves now. So who do we have? We have the Spy Master can be a woman. So we can get a really good... Oh no, no one wants to marry Thibaut. No one wants to marry Thibaut. Okay, maybe we don't go with Thibaut. What about Arnold? Nope. Is it only the new guy? No one will move here except for the new knight guy. Bernard? Yep, Bernard still can't get a wife. Martin's the only one that's married. Okay, so we have court physician. He can't attract a wife. Our court tutor. Can she get a husband? Ooh. 7. No. Okay, they're all people that are already here. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do this in a way that will get us the wet nurse. So if we go... We got to reset this. Okay, who's the new dude? Began with an E, right? Here we go. Ongarand. Incredible ginger beard he's got going on there. What a catch. So this guy can... He can bring us a good woman. I think we should probably go with... I mean, we could go with that, right? And then make her our spy master. We could have a spy master with 28 intrigue. That would be awesome. But again, I'm a little concerned that she'd try and, like, screw us over. And she's a seducer. A lustful, fickle seducer. So she's probably... I mean, that's probably good for a spy master. Then he might get annoyed and we might lose him. And he's a catch. What about... It's a really good diplomat. Let me... Hang on. Let me swap this over. And I'll have a look. I won't be going for too much longer tonight, friends. Because I didn't start early again. Okay. So, I was kind of right. The only... Until we reform the laws and stuff, the only council role that a female character can have is the spy master. Unless they are our daughter, I think. Then they have a bit more power. But we can... So right now we have one person who can marry outside of the castle, right? Everyone else, they just want to inbreed within the walls. Like Thibaut, he's only down to marry the people that are here. Bernard, even though he's a pretty good steward, he's only down to marry someone that's already here. But our new knight, how do we... Where's our knights? Here we go. Ongarand. This chap, I guess, because of his very impressive facial hair, he is down to marry 84 different people. So that's, I don't know, like 79 new people. Of these people, we could try and get someone who is good to be a wet nurse. That would be a good idea. Or we make the most of being able to choose someone with high intrigue and we get a really good spy master. That is what I'm deciding between now. I don't know. I'm very tempted to go for Ermengarde because she has the highest intrigue of all the people that are down. And she has a congenital trait where she is beautiful. She has beautiful genes, and she's a seductress, and she's lustful. So my thinking is even if she sleeps with more than one person in our castle, they're probably going to have genetically beautiful babies, which will grow up to be beautiful adults that we can then marry off and get some more knights. Again, we have to think so immorally. But I think maybe that's our best shot here. I don't know how we see if she's healthy. Oh no, but if she's spy master, she wouldn't be the wet nurse, would she? I think we go for her. Ermengarde. Ermengarde and Ongarand. Yeah. Send proposal. And then I'm a bit concerned that they're going to become a power couple though. And because that's our best knight marrying our spy master. They could try and usurp us. I'd probably try and usurp us. Accept. Perfect. So now we should... Sorry, Thibaut. In that case, we're going to replace him with Ermengarde. Sorry, Thibaut. Thibaut's pissed now. Okay, so we have a really good spy master, a pretty good steward, and a pretty good diplomat. That fella's not so good. We could give it to Ongarad for an extra point, but then we're going to have... Right, this does not seem like a wise plan as a 3-year-old ruler. Marry the guy in charge of your armies and the person in charge of the spies together. They will just take us over. I can see that coming a mile off. I think that's it for now, though. Yeah, no one's up for doing that. What about, who's the guy that's our doctor, our court physician? Adrian. Can we marry off Adrian? Because Adrian is also, he has the beautiful gene, I think. Oh, he's got the handsome gene. So I feel like people should want to marry him. More than just the people that happen to be in our castle. Nope, I guess not. We probably have to wait even more for that to happen, I would imagine. Right, that's us. Can we... Could we do anything with him? Can't learn a language yet, I don't think. Well, we'll pin him. What's that keeps... Yeah, I don't need to see that about him. That's not our character. I don't know why that's being highlighted. Highlit. Is it because, where is it? I swear I saw it somewhere. I guess not. Yeah, change gender laws. That's what we'll do eventually. Oh, I know where it is. It was here, right? Somewhere. That one. Oh, this one. This one. Active advices. Yeah, we've done that one. We've done that. Oh, why is it doing that? Well, I think the one thing we could try... I know we don't have any family, but we could try the one activity that's available, the funeral. Purely for... we haven't had a recent bereavement. We've just started the game. I mean, sure though, I guess we'll start. Religious bit, well, there's a temple there. So we could... oh, I don't know. We got no caravan master. I mean, we have the money to do this. Seduce, no. The Sons of Our Fathers perk. Okay. Well, piety would be good, because then we can exchange that for gold, I think. Or we could try and sweet talk somebody. Like that dude. Our physician or our spy master. I feel like the intent for a funeral shouldn't be to befriend somebody. That's not really on brand for a funeral. I think we'll do it purely for the piety. Yeah. Deceased. I don't know who that dude is, but okay. Is he going to want to come to a funeral? Probably not. King of East Anglia, he's definitely not. Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Famous last words, considering we don't have an heir. Never forget her. We never met him. I don't know who this dude is. Your intent. Oh shit, that dude did show up. I mean, in that case, hell yeah, can we befriend the King of East Anglia? That seems pretty good. Yeah, so much of this has changed since I played this. Is that long enough? Can we start marrying some people yet? Nope. Nope. Sugar. Okay, and that's done. I really am going to have to go soon, folks. All around me talk of death, heaven and hell. It rattles in my mind, thoughts of Robert's face, never seeing it again. And yet death and its meaning slips from my understanding like sand through splayed fingers. This fate, cruel or kind, leaves even the most stoic of adults wet with tears, either in silence or in open wailing. What is it then? Perhaps Adrian would give me the simple answers. Okay, so we can either just follow what others do and gain a shitload of stress. I mean, we'll ask him what's up, right? Lose 15 stress seems good, and some advice. All eyes fall upon Ermengarde as she falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating her reddened eyes from view. Ermengarde's sorrowful gasps and chokes have left her fellow mourners breathless, and many offer her comfort and reverence as if it were her who was to be committed to the hereafter. Okay. Or we could do that one, and maybe gain some legitimacy, which would be good. But losing legitimacy, not good. That would be really good, though. No. The sorrowful line marches on, the line to have a last moment with Duke Robert of Anjou. A last whisper, a last long goodbye, a last nothing at the last place anyone will see him again. Truly, a privilege it is to be here. The line brings me ever closer until at last the figure in front of me parts. There is nothing but a veil between me and him. Okay, what are our options here? Gain 100 piety. A speech that will probably screw up and insult everyone. Not good. I mean, I go that one. Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Denise gazes out into the nothingness before her. God can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue its push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? Okay. I mean, again, we're a 3-year-old child. That's maybe worth trying. Oh, I don't know. Let's go for that one. Oh, she's comforted. Good. What do we do here? Pray, moment of grief, unrelenting devotion. Ooh, that one looks good, even though we're going to get a little bit stressed. Legitimacy is what we need right now. I don't know, can we start marrying yet? No. What about Bernard? Is Bernard up for a wife? No. I mean, yeah. Okay, then. While I'm talking to people over dinner, Ermengarde leans over. I wish I knew how to sound as clever as you do, Count Joshua. I wipe the soup off my chin and smile an intelligent-looking smile. Okay, well, it seems like we're making friends with her more than the King of East Anglia. Which I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's our spy master. So it's good to have her on our side. Yo, Ivar. That's Ivar the Boneless, right? For anyone that isn't a huge nerd about this time, Ragnar Lothbrok, his sons are here. Not there. Where is it? One of them, somewhere there's Ivor the Boneless and Fitzek. Oh yeah, there's Ivor the Boneless. Bjorn Ironside is up here somewhere as well. There's Bjorn Ironside. So if you've played, if you've seen even Vikings, then there's a bunch of people. If you've seen The Last Kingdom, then there's a bunch of those people too. So a lot of those names and stuff might be a bit familiar. It's taken much of the evening to get close to petty King Aedmund without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural, and I want him to think this is spontaneous. The man gently dabs at the corners of his mouth with a corner of soiled tablecloth, brushing away crumbs of flaky pastry. I just hope the next course is a bit lighter, he opines. The whole point of a feast is to provide a rich, varied culinary experience, and so far this has felt more like it's trying to stuff us than excite us. Okay. We could go... That one might go well. That one will give us a bunch of... What's that? Prestige. But piss him off. I mean, I think we go that top one then. Gained 30 opinion of us. We'll take it. We'll take it. Ah, we're having a dance macabre. 13 days left. So far refused to lay a finger on the banquet, swelling his goblet around in idle solace. His middle distance stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod he raises his drink high. To Duke Robert of Anjou, truly one of the greats. Great indeed, and I'll be greater still, which will probably screw up. 50 piety, or... I mean, yeah, that one. Tell us what he really meant to you. Give us the dirt. Okay, I can see the sunlight. I really need to go to sleep. We'll finish this funeral. Funeral is officially completed. I mean, we're losing it. Oh, you increase your legitimacy level to recognized. Hell yes. This, I'm hoping, will mean that we can now start marrying people in our court. Yeah, that's good. I mean, we didn't become the dude's friend, but we've become a recognized ruler, which I will take that. Yeah, see now, Bernard can now marry 405 different women. Result for Bernard. But we can now go through and, okay, we can do all of this. Perfect. I will probably leave that for next time, though. 420. How many for... Oh, there was something else, I can't remember. I will probably play this again on stream. It's been a bit crap, because it's just been setting it up, and we're a 3-year-old, so not a lot can happen yet. But I remember really loving this game when I played a bit of it before. And I'm super into the history of this time, and I'm a medieval nerd, so it's like made for me. And it's nice going from something terrifying like Blair Witch last night to something a bit more thinky. I like strategy games because I'm an overthinker, so it plays into that part of my brain. But I'm also not always in the mood for it. And as a console gamer, we don't get as many good strategy games. So I haven't played many. But I think this game could be fun. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I haven't got a clip from tonight's stream. But that's fine. I'm like 8 days behind still. I'm going to go, folks. Thank you so much to anyone and everyone that stopped by. I will be back streaming tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be playing right now. I'd say Morrowind or Dark Souls would be my guess. Thank you so much again. And I hope you're kind to yourself also. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your evening, or your morning, your afternoon, whatever it might be. And sleep well. I didn't sleep too good last night. I'm pretty sure I had a nightmare. I don't remember what about, but... So I'm hoping tonight I sleep a bit better. And I will see you tomorrow once again for a good old stream. We hit 3 hours, which is decent. But I'd like to do a nice long one, get super immersed. That's what I'd like to do. Anyway, take care, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday or your Monday.